Hello and welcome to the Wheelhouse. So I was wondering today, who do you guys think is going to win the Super Bowl this year? I think that the Chiefs are going to beat the 49ers again in a rematch. Similar score, but I don't think it'll go to overtime. What do you think?
So this year, I'm thinking that the AFC is a little bit overpowered over the NFC. I do think that whoever wins the AFC championship will most likely win the Super Bowl. The 49ers, the Eagles, and the Cowboys are really the only ones in the NFC to me who have a chance. But to me, this year, I'm looking at the Ravens. I think Lamar Jackson, this is key time for him to have a breakout year with all the people that they've put around him and their monster defense.
Oscar, I have to agree with you on the front that the Ravens will win the AFC. However, it is not right that the winner of the AFC Championship win the Super Bowl because the San Francisco 49ers will win the NFC Championship and go on to win the Super Bowl in a rematch of the Harbaugh Bowl a few years prior, where they lost 34-31.
Okay, so we just got some brand new breaking news in here. ESPN reports that Adam Scheffler says the Houston Texans have signed free agents Stephon Gilmore and Michael Thomas. This is some breaking news. Michael Thomas, I'm not sure how much help he's going to be to the Houston Texans. With Stephon Diggs, Tank Dell, and Nico Collins on that wide receiver core. Adding him should obviously be great for veteran stuff. But Stephon Gilmore, that could really help their secondary. Thoughts?
Yeah, so I'm thinking that Stephon Gilmore will definitely be a big help with the Texans defense that's already so strong, but they mainly rely on their pass rush and run defense. Their pass defense is not as good, but still great, and Stephon Gilmore will only improve with that. And I think the Texans is a great environment for Stephon Gilmore, whereas Michael Thomas is kind of getting old and will probably retire soon, but he will be a good veteran presence in that locker room. Grant, what do you have to say?
I think that the Texans are going to be really good this year now that they've added those players, because now they've also added Stephon Diggs earlier, and then they're gonna have a great wide receiver core, and now an even better defense, because they just added those guys, and then they already had a pretty stacked defense in their offense. They got Nico Collins, Tank Dell, Stephon Diggs, and C.J. Stroud. So I think the Texans, that'll really shake it up.
Lawson?
You guys are right about Michael Thomas. He is kind of becoming irrelevant. However, Stephon Gilmore, that is a huge add to this Texans defense that could propel them to maybe an NFC championship or maybe even a Super Bowl run. We was super locked down with the Dallas Cowboys last year, and it will be soaring to new heights in the following year.
So I do think that Michael Thomas will help the Texans, but not through him playing. I think it's going to help the Texans specifically on him developing the new guys like Tank Dell and Nico Collins. And they have Stephon Diggs there too to really help them as well. Also, Stephon Gilmore could really help guys like Jalen Petrie out in the secondary. So all that will be really good. But that's all time we have for today's show. Wrapping it up here is Jack Sullivan
Oscar Griffin.
Lawson Boutros.
and
Grant Truitt.